Hey everyone, David C. Anderson here from the Knife Center, but coming at you from Blade Show 2024. We're here at the Knife Civivi Send Cut booth. We're here with Kyle, who is here.
What's up, David? How you
to
doing?
show us some new stuff. Good to see you, man.
Dude, I'm stoked to be here. It's always stoked, it's awesome
It's
to
Blade
be
Show.
at Blade Show because we have so many new knives.
Well, and it's cool knives, and it's the place to be, too. I mean, just everyone in this room.
Like, you already hear it. The sound's going crazy.
Well, we got some stuff, some Wii and Civivi that were just dropped today, right?
I think it's yesterday.
Yesterday. So the first things we're going to show you can actually go over to the Knife Center right now and pick up. So make sure to follow the link in the description if you're interested in that.
So
Take us through it.
Jump right through. We got the Zizit. Big full-size knife, sweet compound grinds. You got flat grind right here, and then a hollow grind sitting right here.
Mm-hmm.
Some sweet inlays on the titanium handle.
Fat carbon in this case.
Yep. In this one, there are different variations, obviously. But you got flipper, thumb stud, button lock, a little bit of everything on this one.
A little bit of everything. And it is like a satisfyingly full-sized premium knife. I mean, it feels great, makes a statement, and I'm glad you put this one on the table because of the versions that are available now. This is my favorite blade finish. It's almost like graphite going
it's like
on.
that gunmetal gray that you're seeing. Yeah.
It looks so very cool. And of course the button lock action is quite good. I mean, this is it. Very cool. You can get them right now. We do have a lot of stuff on the table, so we're going to be moving a little fast. Full details on this stuff is right in the comments though, or right in the link in the description, sorry.
Okay, next one. We got a new collab with Taze Meads. So this is a custom design off the Sword Fish. This is called the Sword Fin. And so, yeah, really cool design aspects going on. Pocket clip is a little bit different than like our normal pocket clips that you'd see.
Mm-hmm.
Same with obviously going front flipper, thumb stud, a cool very slight tanto going on. And then just your overlay on the titanium frame that we have going. So it's like a frame lock.
So you've got a silver foil carbon fiber here. I'm not sure if that's exactly what it's being called. You got the titanium with the really cool finish on this one.
Yeah, that's that flame tie on that one, and there are other flavors as well.
Other flavors are available, yes. Let me see. So we know I'm not the best at front flippers generally, but that one is super
clean.
easy. Like that was very clean. So, like I said, I'm either getting better or y'all are tuning them better as an industry than they used to.
Okay, so along.
Available now. Check them out.
Those are the two Wiis that released.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going right into the Civivi. This is a new X1 designed by Brian Brown. So if you're familiar with his work, this is a sweet kind of Warncliffe blade going on. On that particular model, I think we're using, let me hear and look at the cards since they're brand new.
Nitro V.
Nitro V.
Yep.
And then G10. That one's really sweet because it's a little different.
Yeah, check out those liners.
That green, kind of lime green liners going on.
Yeah, it's a subtle look, but it's got a neat flavor to it.
And then obviously all of our Civivis are kind of milled out on that stainless steel part so you can kind of reduce weight. Mm-hmm. And then, clean, still around this round, cage ball bearings, deep carry pocket clip. The
action is good. I like the fuller on this one. You can get some extra opening options for you. The 3-inch blade is a good size. Hollow grind too, so check that out. So very acute tip on that blade. Nice.
So new offering from Brian Brown and Civivi. Now this one, in-house design. Yep. You're good. This is called the Regulatron. Super stout little blade.
It's got a little bit of chunk to it given its size. Yeah.
But we're rocking the Nitro V. And that particular model got the micarta and stainless steel liners. Deep carry pocket clip as always. And it is reversible if you want to do a left-hand carry. But just a solid little flipper. Like a great little package. Yeah,
it doesn't take up a ton of space in your pocket, but it does have, like I said, a really meaty full grip, but it's still going to slice really well. This is not a pry bar by any stretch of the imagination. That is a very slicey blade.
We all cringe, don't we?
I certainly do. But some people do it. What are you going to do?
So those ones that we just went over with everything that we can buy right now.
Or you can buy.
You.
Because we made it.
Correct.
Anyway.
That was good.
Sorry. Well, next up we've got some stuff
now to the prototypes.
Coming up, some protos to take a look at. Some of these may or may not have names yet, but we'll go through them.
So with them being prototypes, they can have different steels in the future. They can have different... So stuff can change. We'll just put it that way. Okay? So this one we got the Swift Fin. Look at that Damas steel.
Yeah, buddy. Talk about another super slicey blade. I mean, you got a ton of height here, thin, almost a full flat grind. Man, that is going to be awesome. Besides looking cool too.
Yeah, so full titanium frame lock going on, milled pocket clip, and some speed holes for all the speedy.
Makes it go faster. Man, flip's great, but we've come to expect that from WeKnife, and it does not disappoint. Little bit tricky for the reverse flick, for me anyway.
Probably sitting on that lock bar.
Yeah, a little bit. You'd get used to that if that's the thing you like to do. But dig that.
Okay, and then we had the hyphen, correct? Now we have the hyphen XL.
Very nice.
The hyphen, obviously we designed it with Gavco, collaboration with him, and it's a little bit smaller. So a lot of people were like, hey, let's make a bigger knife. I like bigger knives. So this is the XL version of the hyphen.
The thing I like about this most is this handle. You've got that kind of diamond texture thing going on, but it's contoured as well. I mean, that's just such a cool, clean, or not necessarily clean, but a very cool and satisfying thing to hold in your hand. I dig that.
Yeah, so it's
it feels great.
Yeah, it's a little bit, and it's not like very big for an XL.
Right. I mean, it's still, we've got 3.5-inch blade on this. So, and again, like I said, materials may change, so I won't even mention the steel of this right now.
Good choil going on, and if you do want to push your thumb up there, you can on the harpoon.
Yep. And I gotta say, if you guys keep the hollow grind on that, that's another super acute tip as a result on that. Very, very nice.
Okay, so yeah, hyphen XL. Moving right along, we got the new design we just barely did with Goo 3.
I think these next two we're going to show are my favorite of the new Wii's coming prototypes here. I really like these.
I'll let you have this one. Okay, this is called the Wii Goo 3 as of right now. And so this one, very long blade, right? And I love that one because you have that nice hand satin finish on there.
Yeah, for sure.
Super stoked. First collaboration we've done with Jason Goo 3. And we're excited to see his work and the progression of some of his designs. So,
no, the shape is really cool. That blade I think it's this part of the handle here ducking down. It just looks like it's shooting forward. Yeah. In addition to actually feeling very good in the hand too.
Well, you look at it, you're like, wait, that's different.
It just sits so naturally.
Just sits.
Yeah, man.
And it feels great.
I like the line of this swedge too, where it starts off narrow here and just kind of flares out. It all adds to this kind of forward momentum that this knife has for me. It's just.
And we got the bolster.
Shooting into the future.
Kind of got that bolster lock happening too. The liners going on. Yeah, super fun package from Jason.
And if you didn't see, this front flips easily, even for me. And that thumb stud action though is excellent. Yeah, that's a really nice one. This one also is really nice. A bit of a cleaner design.
Yep, this will be an in-house design. Let me remember the name. Accumule. So yeah, no funny business happening, right? It's just a very straightforward, very sleek. We keep the pocket clip just kind of just subtle, nothing crazy happening. But we have the details in there. So we got the nice little titanium collaring on there.
Well, and I'm turning it over in the light. It's a little deceiving in here, but there's some lines going through that. There's some detail on that pivot ring.
Super small. And then there's something different that we've done. Because generally what you see is the logos on our pivot or on our pocket clip. This one, we just did a small little etching right here on the back of the knife.
And the logo itself is so clean and minimalist that it looks just like a design element. So it's very clean.
Just a splash of logo, and then everything else is just brandless, except for these ones, obviously, since it said prototype on them.
Sure. Well, what I like about this is the amount of blade you've crammed into this handle. I mean, the pivot is about as far forward as it can get, and then when it's closed, the tip goes all the way to the back, so much so that you've even extended and hollowed out the back spacer just to give it a little bit of extra space. So it's almost got more blade than the handle can handle.
Exactly.
But as a result, I mean, it speaks for itself. Yeah. That's very neat.
Yeah, and again, so that's going to be the Acuminal.
Acuminal. Very nice.
Okay. This one is a new version. We've seen the cybernetic before. So this has that gunmetal kind of graphite.
Yeah. It is. It's like a graphite coating on it in terms of the way it looks. I love that you see the metal through the coating in a sense. It's
I really
neat.
love. There's actually a couple other versions of that, not that model, but different knives that have that finish, and I'm loving it. But yeah, cybernetic in a different flavor.
In a different flavor. I like the little pop of color around the pivot there. Is that Timascus or anodized tie? Yeah.
Yep, the flame tie.
Yeah. Awesome.
Okay, now we got the sine wave. So super, kind of, as the name says, right? It's a sine wave. So you got these waves going on here. It's very wavy.
Again,
Frame lock, and then
clean logo there. I'm liking that.
Super cool design happening on this one exactly. The other model that we do have is like black and has like the gold finishes. We just really took it and entered in some of the awards.
Nice.
So it's not here on the table.
Well, good luck to you there. I like that blade shape. That's cool. Again, like a drop point with style.
Yeah. The modified blade shapes.
Yeah, it's like a Saxy drop point almost. And then I like the difference in milling right here, giving just again a little more flavor, a little more flair to the blade. Sweet.
Yeah, and then also milled out in the center right there to reduce on weight and stuff like that. So.
Excellent.
Okay, this next one is a collab with Jared Neves. So if you guys know the YouTube channel, we're calling this one the Inmate. So it's super clean, almost like it's like a flat, very, very subtle kind of drop point blade. But your handle's like super stout. So
there's plenty to grab on there for sure. And it's a neutral type of handle, so any different hand shape or size will probably have an easy time with this. Real thin blade, real thin hollow grind. That is just gonna
slice.
Just gonna breeze through.
A couple cool things that we did with this one is that we did like all these like little tiny milling patterns. Cross hatching almost, if you will.
Sure.
And then because that's like different, it's a little bit different on design, and then it works well with like the liner, the frame lock, sorry, and then the cutout for your thumb is also there too. So
yeah. Oh, it feels good. Flips good.
Front flipper and thumb hook. Yeah.
You got plenty. I mean, that hump there gives that hole enough clearance so that it really can lock in there when you want to do that reverse flick.
Look at that.
Uh-oh.
A knife nicked me.
First blood of the day.
You play with knives, you get nicked.
I like how close you can get to the edge on that too. Like if you needed to choke up and get some fine stuff done, like there's nothing to get in the way.
Our first design with Jared, so I mean we're super stoked and we're loving this design. So I'm stoked to see this kind of like come out and hit the wild.
Excellent.
Okay, so that's all the Wii stuff that's kind of like the prototypes. Then we have the Civivis. We got like four of them.
What do you want to go first?
So we'll just hit this guy. Look at how alien-esque this looks, right? Super cool milling.
It almost looks like tendons between like bone joints or something going on.
So there's actually like two pieces here, essentially, but it's one piece just because of this. So it's all just internal milling happening.
Okay.
On that handle.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah. Yeah, you would think it is actually two pieces going on, but until you look real closely, it's like there's not a seam there.
Yeah, it's one piece, but it looks like two pieces are sandwiched, like almost like scale, if you will.
This almost feels like something that you would more likely see on a Wii knife as opposed to a Civivi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one we are calling, we get the name from this tag, the Biophase fitting. Kind of like biological.
Right.
But
I mean, it looks awesome, and it gives you more traction, too. Like, sometimes aluminum handles some people don't like the kind of slickness that they can exhibit. None of that going on right here.
Yeah.
I mean, there's all kinds of traction.
Yeah, like button lock. You got the finger groove right there, so you can do middle finger flick at it with your thumb. Cool little Bowie drop point blade that we have kind of happening.
Yeah, nice aggressive clip point on there. Dig it. Hollow grind again.
Pocket clip.
Probably wind up being Nitro V, but again, prototype, so keep that in mind. Yeah, that is neat. Definitely eye-catching. Okay,
this is one of my favorites. I like the fixed blades. Look how cool.
He knows what's up.
Look how cool this is. One of my favorite things. Okay, this is going to be called the Timber Bark. Super sweet. Like, it's a deep belly on this guy right here. And then we've actually kind of milled out this the handle. On this one's the micarta. We do have a wood handle. So, because you pinch, right?
Yeah.
Because usually when you're using small fixed blades,
right, that grip is so important.
It's the pinch grip.
Yep.
You're not doing this like often. It's that pinch grip.
It's about detail and agility.
And so, especially this one, if you're skinning or something, or cutting up a fish, or gutting, it's a pinch grip. And so,
for sure,
we've kind of like nicked out that scale right there.
Yeah, it's kind of a happy medium between doing like a thumb scallop versus just kind of lowering that level a little bit, thinning it out. But it makes it feel like that's where your fingers are supposed to be, which is nice.
And then that one, I think we're actually using the 14 C28 end blade still on there.
All right. Kind of a 3-finger grip probably for most folks, but you might be able to get a little bit of pinky action there.
Yep. And you do have a lanyard hole, so you can put a lanyard on there just for a little bit extra. The micarta one, most likely could come with a Kydex sheath, and then we'll have a wood one that comes with a leather sheath.
Okay.
So you kind of get the both
Couple
best
flavors.
of both,
Yeah.
both worlds.
Yeah, nice thin slicey blade, drop point, full flat grind. I mean, it's a blade shape that hasn't changed much over the centuries because it just plain works. And this will just plain work too.
I'm so excited for that.
Excellent.
Okay, now we have the Merit. There's nothing on it, right? I call this one it's like the slimmed down brazen.
Oh sure, yeah, I can see that. It's got kind of that same handle lines, just narrowed down.
It's just narrowed down, a little bit slimmer. It's like actually the same size in length overall.
Right. Okay.
The only thing that changes is obviously the slimness of it. So
and look at how crazy thin that blade is. That is awesome.
Yeah, but you have thumb stud, flipper, so for your action, and then G10 stainless steel. I like how slim this is.
Yeah, gonna be real easy to carry. I can't get over how slim that blade is. I love that. That is just, you're not gonna go stabbing it into a tree or anything like that. Don't do that.
Please don't.
But if you just want to cut something,
for your general uses, this is gonna be perfect.
that's what's up. Awesome.
And then the last one right here on the table. This is a new collab. Oh, you're
not
right.
quite the last one.
Not the light.
The last pocket knife on the table, though, perhaps. We'll call it that.
We'll call it that. This is a new collab with Zach Whitmore. So Zach in the Wild, as you know, and super sweet. We're using the crossbar lock.
Yes.
We have one other knife right now that still hasn't been released. We have a collab with Dutch Bushcraft Bros.
Sure. Yep.
And so this is the newest one with Zach. We're using that kind of crossbar lock.
Excellent.
Super clean, kind of reverse taunt toe blade going on. And again, that stout kind of, handle. It's like it fills the hand really well. It's small, minimal.
Yep. Kind of a 3.5-finger grip for me, but again, secure. Good contouring on the handles there.
And then a shorter, deep carry pocket clip.
Okay, yeah, keeping it mini, yeah. And reversible, which is great since the crossbar lock is amphibious or ambidextrous.
Amphibious.
So that's good. Somebody said that to me last night in the pit. I'm like, I may just use that from now on.
We're like, we're going to use it. We're going to go with it.
It's an amphibious lock. There you go. Goes on land or water. I love it. Again, nice blade geometry too. Nice and thin, good slicing.
Yeah, and we'll be in the same thing with most of our Civivis, right? We're under $100 with these ones with different flavors.
Good deal.
Okay, now...
We do have more. You're right. The trinkets. All right, we'll start with this one first.
These are both Ostap Hill designs. So this guy has a tiny little blade. It's like a ring finger. I was messing around with it, but if you put it on your finger, you just flick it out like that. And it's just like a little
hook knife, yeah. Great little box or package opener without taking up too much space.
It does have a pocket clip on there.
So it's kind of a pocket knife. There's actually, it looks a little bit on the maybe flimsy side, but there's actually a good bit of tension on that. Nice.
So it's pretty unique, that's for sure. It's a different offering, something we haven't done before, but we're super stoked that Ostap Hill is.
Well, something Civivi hasn't done either.
Yep.
Civivi. I'll see myself out.
Yeah. It's hard not to make the Wii.
I know. It's low-hanging fruit, and I apologize. Yeah, man, I could see that being really helpful. I love a real, narrow hawkbill blade like this for getting into like blister packs and clam packages. Yeah. I mean, because that blade will just hook in there and you can zip right along it. That's going to be really cool for stuff like that, especially.
Yeah, so we're kind of stoked for that one. And yeah, like you said, very sweet, kind of like different wire clip. So, yeah.
And it's reversible on this too. Good stuff.
Super excited for Ostap on that one.
And last but not least,
this is just a little key holder, if you will. Obviously, your keys jingle and jangle. Why not just, put them in a nice little package.
Little stack,
right?
Tighten it down.
What are we calling this? The key coin. So this is the key coin, and again, this is the Ostap Hill design. Essentially, you have little spacers between each key, and then you sandwich it together with the two coin sides, if you will.
Nice. And this is the cinnamon flavored one.
Cinnamon. There you go.
But we'll have a few different ones. Don't eat it. Don't eat it.
What are you gonna start? What are you starting, David?
Don't eat it. I said don't eat it. Anyway. Well, that's all we've got to show for right now. Again, the stuff right at the top of this video is available now. You can check it out. The prototypes will be available at some point in the future. Keep an eye out on this YouTube channel and on our social media pages, and of course our newsletter and new arrivals page at the Knife Center to see exactly when they're coming out. That's all we've got for now. Kyle, thank you so much, man.
Thanks, David. Appreciate you.
Appreciate your time. Make sure to check out the rest of our Blade Show coverage. We'll see you over there.